Dr. Sydney Moise has poured her heart into canine cardiology. An internationally recognized scholar and educator who earned her bachelor's and Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degrees from Texas A&M, Moise has devoted her career to cardiac rhythms and cardiovascular defects in dogs. For more than 30 years, she has served at Cornell University, now as a professor of medicine in its College of Veterinary Medicine, and an affiliated bioengineering faculty member in its bioengineering program. She has received more than $1 million in funding to study canine ventricular arrhythmias, sinus node dysfunction, the mechanisms of degeneration of the mitral valve, and the patterning and beat-to-beat heart rate variability of normal and abnormal rhythms. One nominator said, "Dr. Moise's accomplishments since joining the Cornell faculty in the mid-1980s deserve special acknowledgement. She is talented in all aspects of clinical cardiology and is responsible for the development of interventional cardiology and echocardiography at the Cornell University CVM over the past 30 years. She is world-renowned for her expertise in electrocardiology and is one of the few veterinary cardiologists who have championed the utility of electrophysiology in clinical practice. In fact, Dr. Moise is one of the few veterinarians to have contributed meaningfully to discovering mechanisms of naturally occurring lethal arrhythmias affecting dogs, the molecular basis of rhythm disturbances, and development of clinical applications for arrhythmia management." Another nominator said she learns continuously from each clinical case and uses that knowledge to improve compassionate care for each pet. Many of her research studies are directly relevant to electrophysiologic characteristics of the same arrhythmias in humans. As a scholar, Moise has published more than 100 peer-reviewed articles and book chapters, has served as an editor-in-chief and associate editor for the International Journal of Veterinary Cardiology, and has given presentations around the world, including the United Arab Republic, Europe, Thailand, Brazil, China, and Russia, among others. For her work, she has been awarded the American Veterinary Medical Association Research Award for Arrhythmia Studies and the Bourgeois Award for International Contribution to the Clinical Practice of Veterinary Medicine. In addition, Moise is a beloved mentor and educator, having received the Norden Teaching Award presented by the Association of American Veterinary Medical Colleges for distinguished teaching. Another nominator stated, "Sydney possesses a highly scientific mind that allows her to analyze and detail the complex natural phenomena, concretizing them with diagnostic methods for all the levels of knowledge. She is a fantastic human being, full of initiative and able to motivate people to human and professional growth."
Thank you, Texas A&M University, and thank you to Dr. Green and the Selections Committee for all the effort you have put forth. I also want to give my greatest gratitude to those who nominated me and took the time to write letters of support. Giving someone your time and attention is the greatest gift. Veterinary school is all very distant in my mind now, but the memory is meaningful. I grew up with medicine and animals. My father was a family physician, but in his heart he was always a cowboy. My mother was truly the lover of animals. On a ranch just a few miles from here, I would ride horses with my siblings, Claudia, Alicia, and Douglas. I would ride my horse singing country western songs and dreaming about the day I would ride my horse across Texas from one end to the other. It was my horse who convinced me to be a veterinarian. But for those of you who are young, you never know where you're going to end up. I journeyed to Cornell University for more training. Going north, my father said with dismay and humor, "Do you need a passport to go to New York?" And a bit later, after living in the Northeast Quadrant, my mother lamented that her conservative daughter had turned into a liberal Democrat. But Texas has always been in my heart. At Cornell, I met my husband, Dr. James Flanders, and we were lucky enough to get faculty positions at Cornell University, starting our career after our residency training. If I had not started my journey at Texas A&M, I would not have had this opportunity, not only for my career, but for my private life. Why has my career been rewarding to me? As it started here, in my heart and mind, the biggest reason is what it has given to our two sons, Nicholas and Wyatt. They were exposed to people who loved their job, even with all of its complexities, because of the gratification. For me, academia gave my children opportunity. Hearing about our work, the people we worked with, the students, the stories of the animals, and also the discoveries we were able to make in science, the adventure there. The other opportunity was that each time I would teach abroad, I would take one of my sons. And through this adventure, they learned that there was adventure not only in the places we went and the languages, but the people. They met veterinarians from different countries and understood that we really are all alike. My career also gave me the treasure of deeply knowing some of my colleagues and residents. The experiences of learning from each other gave us these professional interactions that gave us a deep appreciation and caring as we journeyed through life. This camaraderie has been everlasting, and my veterinary degree gave me the opportunity to have this kind of treasure in people. With my veterinary degree, I was able to follow a clinical observation to science and discovery, and also to learn over and over again that you don't get better playing your equal. You've always got to play someone better than you. The interactions that I have had in my career with students that are the most meaningful are actually not the times when there was a transfer of facts, but instead it was where we were sharing and having conversations about career and living your life in parallel and not in series. Finally, my career has given to me the opportunity to chase difference and to see hunger for knowledge growing and continuing. These moments have come when I have traveled abroad and seen and worked with individuals who did not have the educational opportunities that started for me at Texas A&M. It is so reassuring to see the hunger to learn and grow. So I really want to thank Texas A&M University for giving me the opportunity, not only for my career, but for this fulfillment in my life. Thank you.
Our college is proud to honor Dr. Sydney Moise with the Outstanding Alumni Award.